41582 is now called the State of Texas versus Kenesha Hawkins. That's you, correct?
Yes.
With your attorney, Mr. Reynolds, and the state's attorney. Earlier, you pleaded guilty to the first-degree felony of injury to a child in this cause number 41582, causing serious bodily injury to a child 14 years of age or younger by failing to take the child to a medical treatment facility after it was apparent the child needed immediate medical intervention. And you had a duty as parent to take care of that child. A pre-sentence report has been prepared. If the parties had an opportunity to review it, are there any corrections or changes to it? State?
Not from the state.
No. And defense. All right, then the pre-sentence report is made a part of the record for all purposes here. The agreement in this case is whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 40 years confinement in prison. So we are looking at, correct me if I'm wrong, no less than 5, no more than 40 years confinement in prison. Deferred or unadjudicated probation is an option or not?
I think so. I believe it is.
Is regular probation an option on this as well?
I think so. Yes, sir. There's no deadly weapon. There's no deadly weapon. So
go open and close here on the argument.
Judge, I have one witness that would like to testify. Paul Frank Coffin from the Beaumont Police Department. He's present at the courtroom.
Come forward. What is your right answer? Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. She can come up here. Oh, yeah.
Detective, how are you employed?
I work for the Beaumont Police Department
And how long have you worked with them?
since August of 2002.
And were you the person who investigated this injury to a child that occurred back on September 29th of 2022?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, when the investigation started, I know that it wasn't apparent what was going on. Is that correct?
Not immediately, no, sir.
After a little while, though, did you start getting some conflicting stories from the defendant?
Yes, sir, we did. We were able to interview the defendant over approximately 16 hours, and we had received many conflicting stories.
Did you also get conflicting stories about that contradicted what you said from other witnesses?
Yes, sir, we did.
And during these stories, was there anything that caused you concern about whether or not she had actually caused the injuries to this child?
Yes, it became clear that she'd caused the injuries to this child.
Now, she did not plead to that in here. You understand that?
I do understand.
Were there several people that you talked to that aunts and other relatives that tried to get her to take the baby to the doctor?
We extensively spoke with all the family members. By the way, she has a great family. They're solid people. Her aunts and her father, some of the best people that I know dealing with investigations, and they all urged her. They saw that this child was in severe distress and urged her to take her to the doctor.
Now, it turns out the doctors came up with, and the judges looked at the pre-sentence report, that the baby had developed sepsis. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And when looking at the way that the defendant was handling this, did she appear to be distraught over what was going on with her baby?
No, sir, not at all.
Did it appear to you that she was just trying to be deceptive throughout the process?
Yes, sir. She did not want to be caught as the one that had done this.
Was there something when the baby was at the hospital, even at the hospital, was there something that the mother was she showing concern at the hospital?
No, as a matter of fact, she called the doctors liars.
Was the baby on life support almost the entire time it was in the hospital?
The entire time. The doctor said that the baby wouldn't survive off of life support. And ultimately, that's what happened when they removed him.
Talking to the doctors, could this baby have been saved if it had been taken to the doctor after the injuries?
Immediately after, they said that there was a very good chance that the baby would have been saved.
Now, y'all worked diligently on this case over many, many months, didn't you?
This is the only thing we've worked on for myself and my partner, Sergeant Keene. This is the only case we worked on for about 3.5 months.
And is the reason for that because of the first of all, that this was such a young child?
Well, absolutely. And it was, of course, such a young child. And she tried to lay blame to so many different people to cover her tracks that we had to clear that.
So you had to go through and rule out every story that she gave, is that correct?
Every story she gave, she tried to say, Judge, that all of her aunts had done this to this baby instead of her.
And you've seen the story she's come up with this time, right?
This late stage false fabrication that she's come up with now directly goes against the doctor's findings, our investigation, and her own previous statements that she's made to us of repeated interviews.
So was there anything that she ever said that came out to be true when you were doing this investigation?
The only thing that she said is that was truthful is after a period of time, she said that she knows that she should have brought the child to the doctor because it was in severe distress.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add that you wanted the judge to know?
Just one other thing, Judge, I was hoping that with this late false narrative that she's given directly goes against what I would think to be to show that she's really sorry for this and to show, some character. But I guess I was wrong. We've never heard anything about some teenager and falling down the stairs. Nothing like that. As a matter of fact, she said that she put the baby in the crib before the baby had the medical incident, and the baby was fine. Said she drank 3 bottles of milk and was playing and cooing, where the doctor said that was impossible. The doctors at UTMB, Judge, said this was the worst case of eye damage that they'd ever seen. They said that the first doctor that looked at this didn't know what she was looking at and had to get another physician to come in to make sure that she was right of the detached retinas in the baby's eyes.
You've dealt with a lot. How does this one rank?
This is one of the worst cases I've ever seen, Judge.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
The baby was brought to Baptist Hospital
Yes, sir.
by the mother or by EMT.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, yeah, to you.
Okay. Yes,
And the doctors there at Baptist Hospital examined the baby, didn't they?
they did.
And the doctors said that they couldn't find any sign of trauma at the Baptist Hospital.
At first, they did tell us that, but once the baby got to UTMB,
Okay, well, I'm talking about Baptist Hospital.
yes,
And they have fine doctors there at Baptist Hospital, don't they?
I can't talk about the fine doctor.
But the
The doctors missed it.
doctors missed it.
Yes, clearly.
Okay. And now my client is not a doctor. Clearly. Okay. So she missed it and the doctors at Baptist missed it, but they picked it up at UTMB. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pass the witness, Judge.
Detective, they didn't miss the sepsis though, did they?
They did not.
The baby was actually, the heart had stopped. Is that correct?
From the sepsis, from the violent attack that had been on this child, the sepsis caused the medical incident that occurred.
That was in the forensic pathologist looked at it and found that that's what caused the actual sepsis to occur. Is that correct? With
Yes.
her injuries, and that the fact that the doctors missed the injuries, they didn't miss the sepsis when it got.
They did not miss the sepsis.
That's what they were treating it for when it first got there. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
To save its life.
Yes, sir.
Pass the witness.
Anything else?
No further questions.
Okay, thanks, sir. What else? You say?
Just argument, Judge.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, and by the way, for the record, the pre-sentence report is made a part of this hearing for all purposes. And there is there's a letter here from a Jessica Hawkins, who is writing on for her sister, That's your sister.
Yes.
And this is in the court's file that the court has read. And then Anthony Hawkins wrote something. And Mr. Hawkins is your father?
Yes, sir.
He's not a stepfather. He's your
He's my father.
natural
Yes.
father. Okay. Okay. I think those are all the supplements to the pre-sentence report. Go ahead, State. You can go begin and end.
Judge, when you read this pre-sentence report, it's long, and it's long because there's a lot of facts to this. There was a lot that went on, and a lot of things that this defendant could have prevented. And I'm going to stick with the not taking the baby to the doctor. According to the doctors, when it got to UTMB, that there's no way this baby was fine, even just hours before the baby stopped breathing and having seizures and things. It was apparent that this baby had been sick for a while and it was seriously ill. And they did everything they could to try to save the baby, but the baby, I keep calling it baby, Jacaden, was dying because the mother who lied to her relatives who said try to take her to the doctor. She told her boyfriend or her friend or neighbor upstairs that she had taken him to the doctor when she hadn't. We had all the doctors check and she canceled the appointments for the baby. She did everything not to take care of this baby. And that's what a mother's supposed to do. And that's why in this particular instance, it's just a shame because this baby was only 6 months old, 7 when I think Jacaden died, but Jacaden was only a little over 5 months old, almost 6 months old whenever this happened, and then 7 months old when the baby died. And it's sad because Jacaden depended totally on the care that was given by his mom, and shouldn't have had anything happen to him. There's no record of anything going on specifically in the mom's life, except at that time, that weekend when that baby was injured, it was around that time that he was injured, was her birthday. And she wanted to go out and spend a couple of days for her birthday. So the defendant went out and had a great time. When the baby became sick, baby was throwing up, having issues, and she did not take it to the doctor when she should have. And Jacaden stayed in the hospital even after the baby, Jacaden is in the hospital, and mom can do what's merciful and take Jacaden off the life support. She refused, and they had to actually take action to get the father to be able to take this child off the life support because it had been deceased for weeks and was just laying there. While that's happening, there's a video of her out twerking at a bar one night while her baby's still on life support. And then when she gets arrested and thrown in jail, instead of showing the remorse and acting like the nice person that she is, you've seen the jail records. You've seen the comments about the disciplinaries that she's had over the last few months in jail, where she just keeps acting up. She's not a good person. She's not a person that goes in and does what she's supposed to do and follows the rules and just takes care of business to show respect for what is going on and the gravity of the situation. It's all about her, Judge. This whole thing, every time I read this, and I've read the offense reports, I've gone through everything, I've listened to her statements over and over, and all I hear is it's all about her. Not about Jacaden, but about her. Thank goodness her other children have been taken away, and she's not going to have those. And I think that I wish we'd have taken Jacaden away, but we didn't know until it was too late. But I asked this court to give her the 40 years. I think it's a fair offer. I don't think there's anything less that could be fair in this situation.
All right, for the defense, go ahead.
She has no criminal history, Judge. And from day one, Ms. Hawkins has always, at least to me, been remorseful about what happened to Jacaden. And she she accepted responsibility for not bringing him to the doctor in time. And as a mother, she's lost her child, and she lives daily with the fact that she didn't seek medical attention that maybe could have helped or saved his life. Also, Judge, at the time that the case happened, at the instant that she called EMTs and brought her child to the hospital, to Baptist Hospital, the doctors, the professionals, could not find any evidence of trauma. They found evidence of sepsis. And these are trained doctors with CT scans, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with the child, and they sent the child to UTMB, which in the end turned up severe, lingering, chronic injuries to Jacaden. Now, my point is, if the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with the child, how could Miss Hawkins figure out what was wrong with the child? And she knew there was something wrong, and as a mother with protective instincts,